get fat? Did anybody get bald? And I said, no, everyone was even better than they were then. He says, that's strange. There's usually always one who's got fat. And I said, yeah, but this time there wasn't a single, it's me, I'm the one who got fat. But sorry, I forgot my place. Applaud while I remember. That's better. Thank you very much. But we have a very international family. My sister actually married an Indian guy. And they have a 2-year-old son now. And I was at their house and he was running around. And he ran straight into the table. Bah! And he hit his head and he fell down. And I said to my sister, oh, is he okay? And my sister said, yeah, you know how they are, stupid Indians. Yani, this is your son, Yani. What's this? But not a lot of people know that I'm Emirati. And the reason they don't think I'm Emirati is because I don't wear kandura or thobe. And if you look in my cupboard, you'll see jeans, t-shirt, jeans, t-shirt, jeans, t-shirt. But in my other cupboard, you'll see jeans, t-shirt, jeans, t-shirt. But next to my cupboard on the wall, there's a red box with a glass case. And it says break in case of emergency. And that's where I keep my kandura. Whenever I get in trouble, I break it, I put it on, it's like a new superhero. Wastaman, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Everybody treats you differently if you wear kandura. And it's amazing. You put it on, you're like a new superhero. Able to jump in front of queues in a single bound. Able to speed faster than a speeding train. But what I love is, out of everything, I never actually have any wasta. I remember I got pulled over by the police. I was driving and I cut somebody off and I didn't know he was the police. And he rolled down his window and I rolled down my window. And he said some things to me and I said some things back to him. And then he said, you, pull over. And then I realized he was police. So I pulled over next to a friend of mine who works outside the Sheikh's palace. The security guard. I don't know the Sheikh, but I know the Sheikh's security guard. So I pull over and the policeman follows me. And I get out the car. And as I get out the car and he gets out the car, the security guard waves to me and he says, oh, hi, welcome back. Now the policeman is looking at me and he thinks I live in the palace. Now I have wasta. And he looks at me and he has the same fear in his eyes that I had 10 seconds ago. And he looks at me and he says, you know what? I'm busy. Never mind. And I said to him, yeah, you're lucky I am busy too. And then I cried. I cried for a long, long time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time.
Thank you very much, Umar Ismail. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to ask you all to actually put your hands together, because as an amateur, it's not an easy thing to get up onto stage and make a room full of people living in Kuwait laugh. Believe me, I've been trying all night. So thank you, Umar. And he is part of the change that is actually happening. Positive stereotypes. But the next person is a very special person in this scene. She is someone who, as I was telling you, continued to train people. So Umar is part of the school that she set up. She came to Dubai from New York with a dream. Unfortunately, she stayed in Dubai. No, I'm joking. And the dream now literally has come full circle. Mina has performed all around the world. She is a performer by training, a performer throughout her life, and she has started something wonderful in the Middle East. They have been going everywhere, her and the comedians that she works with. The one thing she's just finished is everything has come full circle. So when we talk about positive influences, she's come from the West. She just went to New York, and in New York, she has been spreading the good word and the love from the Middle East back to New York, and I'm sure she will tell you what Americans ask her about Arabs, but also she's going to have quite a few observations about Arabs to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, let's hear some music, and invite on stage Mina Lucione.
Thank you. Give it up for Jamil. How's everybody doing? You still awake? You're good? You're the beautiful women. How are you? Nice looking table here. How's everybody doing? Ramadan Kareem. You're very happy. He's like me. What about me? I look very nice too. You look beautiful too. My name is Mina. Mina Lucione. And before I begin, I have a confession I need to make. I had no idea how famous I was until I came to Kuwait. I'm everywhere. Mina Abdullah, Mina Shuaik, Mina Al-Ahmadi. Where are we? The Mina region? And I learned today that Mina is a very popular name in Egypt for a man. But whatever, famous fame. But I'm happy to be in Kuwait. I love the people here. Everyone's always feeding me. Everyone's always, you need to eat more. It's the only place I go to where people want me to gain weight. I'm like, I love you. Thank you very much. But I was just in Doha International Airport. The name is bigger than the airport. It is, and it's okay that it's small. There's only one terminal, so you don't get lost. You know where the bathrooms are. But what I don't understand is why is it that you can buy a Ferrari there, but you can't get a decent meal? There's only two options. There's like this not so great coffee shop or the South Indian cafeteria. And I'm standing there thinking to myself, we are in the Middle East, people. Where is all the traditional Arabic KFC? I don't know. So are there any Indians in the house tonight? Make some noise. Be proud. Oh, I love your food. I don't like it the next morning, but I love it going down. And I was in India to a very small town. I'm not sure if you heard of it or not. It's called Mirgab. She's been there. It was nice. I've also been to Beirut, Lebanon. Beirut is fun. And what's fun about Beirut is you never know what's gonna happen. You may end up in the mountains, you may end up at the beach, you may end up in a car that you thought was a taxi cab. You just never know. And in my case, I ended up performing, and from far in the crowd, I see this guy staring at me. So I said to my friend, I said, hey, do you see that guy over there staring? And she was like, which one? And I said, the one in the tight pink shirt. And she was like, which one? And I said, the one coming at us. So as he gets closer, I realize that this is the guy named Tony that I went to university with in the States. So he comes up to me and I'm like, Tony, what are you doing in Lebanon? And he's like, oh, I am visiting family. And I said, family? But you're Italian and you're from Ohio. And he was like, yes, I am Italian, but only in America. So he went from Tony to Tony, Habiba, like that. It's funny. Oh my goodness. But I am American, which means I'm really loud. I don't know why we're so loud. We're just really loud people. And to make it worse, I'm a New Yorker, which means I'm nasal. This isn't a cold. This is how I talk all the time. And New Yorkers, we don't speak from our mouths. We speak through our noses. I basically went to high school with like 600 Janices from the TV show Friends. And all of my teachers look like the nanny from the TV show The Nanny. A typical morning looked a little something like this. Oh my, good morning, class. Oh my God, Christina, I love what you did with your hair. Yeah. He's like, oh, that gives me a headache. Imagine 18 years of that. 18 years of that, my goodness. But I also went to Greece this summer, and it was my first time. It was very cool. It was very nice. But some of my friends were like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going to Greece. They're like totally broke. And I looked at my friend and I was just like, you're from New Jersey. You're broke too. So what, you know? And she was like, well, if you have an extra $100, you can buy the Acropolis. I was like, oh, the poor Greek people. But when I got there, they had a really good sense of humor about the fact that they're broke, you know? As soon as I got to passport control, the guy takes my passport, he takes his stamper, and he was like, boom. And I said, wow, you're very strong. And he said, I am not strong. We have no money. It is broken, and we can't buy a new one. And then I found out very quickly that the people in Greece pronounce their S's as SH, and their SH's as S's. So instead of saying sinking ship, they would say shinking sip. Okay? So I arrived there, and the director walked in. He's this big gentleman, and he said, welcome, please. Please come in, you are my special guest. Shit wherever you like. I was like, no, thank you. I'm okay. Really? No, I insist. Shit on the couch. I didn't. I just left. I excused myself. Oh, my goodness. But what I loved about Greece was the food. And it's like the food is like if you took Italian food and Turkish food and they had a baby, it would be Greek food. It's really good. And my dad is Mediterranean. He's 100% Italian stallion. He was made in Italy but born in New York. You have to think about that one. Thank you. You got it. But my dad he's 100% Italian stallion. And as soon as people find out that he's Italian and he lives in New York, people just assume that he's like a made man in the mafia and his name is Louis Soprano. And I'm like, no, that is so stereotypical. He's a boxing promoter and his name is Tony Liccione. What do you mean? It's true. And not only is my dad big and tough, he's also cheap. Yeah, this one time a mouse got into the house and he cornered it and he said, hey, if you're gonna live under my roof and eat my food, then you gotta pay rent like everybody else. The mouse was so scared it just scurried away. It was never to be seen again. I don't know, but that's my dad. But there's a lot of Arabs tonight. I want the Arabs to make some noise. Very good. Very nice. We have something in common. Last year, I got married to an Arab. We're people now. We are people now. Yes. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. And since being married to an Arab, I got to tell you, there are a lot of similarities between Arab and Italian men. There really are. We call our fathers Babo. You guys say Baba, right? You guys are both all about family, all about food. You're strong. You're proud. You're hairy. Italians, we talk with our hands. Hey, how you doing? Mamma mia, mamma mia. Arabs, you guys eat with your hands. The only difference is that you cannot do this to an Italian man and expect him to calm down. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. But I also noticed that Italian dads and Arab dads are very strict with their daughters. The fathers are like, yes, that is true. Especially when it comes to men and dating. My dad had only one rule on dating. No dating until you're 30 and married. So when I told him I was getting married to an Arab, it was a big deal. And my whole family came over because he's Arab. There's too many of them to go to America. There's just too many. So we get here, and it was like a real-life version of a scene from the movie Meet the Fockers, if you saw that with Robert De Niro. It was like, my poor husband was sweating for like weeks. And then my dad finally got him alone, and he said to him, "Hey, I got one thing to say to you. If you hurt my daughter, I'll break your legs. All 3 of them. Capiche?" That's my dad. And since getting married, all of my Arab friends have been freaking me out. They keep warning me about something called the Arabic mother-in-law. They keep saying that. They can be very intense, but I gotta tell you, I get along great with mine. We have a fantastic relationship. She doesn't speak English. I smile and nod and agree with everything she says. She loves me. And then now that I'm married into a big family, I have gorgeous nephews running around. And the eldest's name is Rashid, but they all call him Rashudi Doody. So when I went up to Doody, and I asked him, I said, "Doody, what is your favorite fruit?" And he said to me, "McDonald's." I was like, "McDonald's?" I was like, "That's it." I turned off the TV and I said, "We're gonna go in the back room, we're gonna sing songs, and we're gonna read a book, and you're gonna like it." So I sat him on my lap and I started to sing. Doody had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. He started crying and ran to his mom. And I went up to her and I was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And she was like, "No, we cannot sing that song no more. Not since Eid." I was like, "Oh." But eventually I do want to know what my in-laws are saying about me. So I've secretly been learning Arabic, or rather Arabi. And this is what I got so far. Marhaba, marhaba. Mabruk. Mashallah. Bukra, inshallah. Aywa, 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 aywa. La. La, 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 la. My husband does not like that one. Now, shukran. Afwan. Afwan, afwan. Another one I learned, khalas. I love that one. You can clear your throat and end any sentence. It's really nice. And then I love this one, yalla. Yalla, 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 bye. And then shoo hada. And then I heard this one, the driver kept yelling out, amok. I don't even know what it means. So I replied, shwe shwe. And then my favorite, Habib, Habibi, Habibti, min Habibi Anna, Anna. And then my favorite song that I learned from TGI Fridays. My favorite Arabic song. Happy birthday to you, oh happy birthday to you, oh happy birthday, sana helwa ya gamil cha cha cha, sana helwa ya gamil cha cha cha, sana helwa ya gamil cha cha cha. Can you miss wed you magit, ha ha ha, can you miss wed you magit, ha ha ha, can you miss wed, can you miss wed? Can you miss wed you magit? Halash, shukran. Thank you, that's my time. Jamil. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mina. How many times have you been here in Kuwait? This is only her second time. Let's make sure she comes back. Mina Lucion, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for appreciating the differences and the subtle differences in the stereotypes. Speaking of stereotypes, our next guy is anything but a stereotype. You've seen him perform with me on stage. He is actually the local guy that Mina married. Ali As-Sayyid is the second half of Dubomedy, which is the comedy training and comedy performing company that they have set up. And He has been all over the world in a very short time. He has great energy on stage. I'm saying all this because I'm jealous of him. He gets to travel around the world. He's going to be in Europe in the coming weeks. He's just come back from the States. Talk about exporting positive Arab influence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto stage Ali As-Sayyid.